Here's another question. What becomes of the Kabul airport now that the US has left? The Taliban say their so-called elite force, the Badri 313, will be in charge of the airport. And you must know this. This force derives its name from the historic Battle of Badr, the one mentioned in the Quran. This was when an army of 300 soldiers defeated their enemies, who were in the thousands. So a small force defeating a very big one. The Taliban seem to have a penchant for symbolism. But do they have the expertise to run an airport? They lack skilled staff to take care of logistics. Say they manage to build an efficient team, what's the guarantee this airport will be a safe zone? And most importantly, what happens to Afghans? Will they still be allowed to take flights out of Kabul? Our next report has some details.
Welcome to the Kabul International Airport. The atmosphere here is of triumph and victory. What you see are not Western troops. These are the Taliban's elite Badri 313 guards. They're patrolling the runway, posing for pictures, and brandishing US-made M16 rifles. Across the runway on the military side of the facility are hundreds of American aircraft. Partly dismantled and the tires deflated. They lie like a symbol of America's chaotic withdrawal. Inside the airport's hangar, Badri 313 guards could be seen examining the iconic Chinook helicopters. American troops had dismantled their systems before leaving. Can the Taliban repair them? We decided to find out.
I'm standing inside a hangar that has Chinook helicopters, the same Chinook helicopters that were given by the US to the Afghan Air Force and the Afghan army. They've been damaged to the point beyond repair. But the Taliban engineers here say that they would be able to repair them.
Overseeing the entire operation was Taliban leader Anas Haqqani, the brother of Sirajuddin Haqqani, who is the deputy leader of the Taliban and the chief of the Haqqani network. We asked him what exactly the Taliban plans to do with the American war chest. Here's what he told us.
دا خو موږ لوی هدف چې شل کاله د دې لپاره سپیشلي مبارزه وشوه هغه د اشغال خاتمه وه او دلته د خپلو افغانانو د مسلمانانو نظام راتګ و هغه هدف حاصل شو الحمدلله اوس به د دې لپاره کار کوو دا نظام په پښو ودرېږي دلته موږ خپل عقیدې تحفظ وکړو موږ د خپل ملت خدمت وکړو دا ډېره خوشحالۍ ورځ ده او تاریخي ورځ.
The Pentagon may be telling Americans that the aircraft left behind are inoperable. But the Taliban's confidence about fixing them tells a different story. What about the airport? Who will run it? What state is the airport in? In one word, terrible. After 2 weeks of chaos, most of the critical infrastructure has been degraded or destroyed, as have the passenger halls and air traffic control terminals. They will have to be replaced for commercial flights to run again. But will commercial flights run again? Will refugees be allowed to leave? The Taliban say they will keep the airport open for civilians, that they will allow Afghans with passports and visas to leave if they want to, and leave in a dignified manner with peace of mind. That's the promise. The fear is that Taliban guards will stop those who worked with the collapsed government. Next question. Who will look after the airport security? Until now, the airport was under American control. The Americans were managing evacuations along with contingents from other NATO countries. Turkey had offered to run security after the withdrawal, but the Taliban refused any foreign military presence. Now they say only the Badri 313 will look after the airport security. But what about logistics? Who will take care of them? In recent weeks, civilian personnel from NATO countries were taking care of air traffic control, fuel supplies and communications. Now that they've left, controlling logistics is going to be quite a task. Thousands of skilled workers have fled Afghanistan. Reports say there aren't enough trained workers left to run the logistics. It will perhaps take weeks, perhaps months, before the Taliban can put together a team. And even then, there's no guarantee that the airport will be a safe zone. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.